here's a setup for hip internal rotation passive range holds. So again, for the passive range holds, they're always going to have that same intent. We want to increase the connective tissue load bearing capacity. We want to select the joint. In this case, we're going to be working the hip into internal rotation. You may need to lean down on your elbow, maybe scoot forward like this. This is going to be the best position to do it. Or if you have a really good range of motion, you may be able to turn into internal rotation a little bit. So make sure that you're selecting a position that is going to be favorable for you to not compensate through the rest of your body as you are holding the passive range hold. Having said that, from here, what you would want to do is you would want to pull your leg into as much internal rotation. You should feel a stretch through the inside of your hip. If you find yourself kind of leaning away and bending through the spine, that's a very common compensation pattern. You want to maybe lean forward slightly more so that you can hold a good brace and make sure that the entire body is staying still and the only thing moving is going to be that hip. So you're going to pull yourself into as much internal rotation as you can go. You're going to start holding with your hip in that internal rotation for the prescribed amount of time. I'm going to do a real intense rep for 5 seconds just to show the intensity and input focus that needs to go into preventing that compensation from the upper body. So I'm going to pull myself into internal rotation. I'm going to make sure that I'm nice and tight through my upper body. I'm going to squeeze that hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly go down, go right into that next rep, pull myself up, squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So again, for the prescribed amount of time, for the prescribed amount of reps in your program, at 100% intensity each single rep.